Tonight, a year-long Larry Barker bombshell investigation. New Mexico government agencies under attack by organized crime syndicates with extortion and blackmail. It's a statewide scandal that's quietly costing taxpayers millions of dollars.
In fact, we found some public agencies like the University of New Mexico have made clandestine ransom payments to international crime gangs. Here's Larry's investigation.
Nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's not a dream, it's a nightmare.
Well, all of it's crime, Larry. I mean, if you're extorting somebody, that's a crime.
Yeah, ransom was enormous. We didn't have that money.
Meet Matt Moyer, superintendent at the Fort Sumner School District. The rural New Mexico K-12 campus ranks among the state's smallest. For Matt Moyer, overseeing the Fort Sumner schools is a challenge, but none of that compares to the day 4 years ago when this tiny DeBaca County school district suddenly appeared in the crosshairs of an international crime syndicate.
I really don't know why they choose Fort Sumner.
It was early morning, May 5th, 2022.
Phone systems were shut down. You couldn't log into our computers.
A shadowy gang of cyber thieves hacked into the school's computer system, held sensitive records hostage, and posted a ransom note. What did the bad guys want?
Roughly $3 million, and that's more than our entire year's operating budget.
When Fort Sumner did not pay the ransom, the school's stolen records were published on the dark web. And it's not just Fort Sumner. Highlands University was shut down for a week after a ransomware gang hacked into the school's computer network. In June 2024, cyber thieves called Reseda broke into the New Mexico Public Defender's computer system and abducted electronic files. After the agency refused to pay a $650,000 ransom, Reseda leaked 1.5 terabytes of sensitive information to the dark web. News 13's investigation finds organized crime syndicates are targeting New Mexico. Since 2020, more than 24 government offices, including counties, state agencies, schools, and universities, have been victimized by extortion and blackmail cyber strikes. Why do cyber gangs target public computer systems? Well, government offices are repositories for reams of personal information like driver's licenses, social security numbers, medical reports, insurance, credit cards. For a cyber crook, hacking into a government server is like breaking into a bank vault.
It's all about money. It's all about gaining money for them. They're financially motivated.
John Clay is a Colorado-based threat intelligence expert.
They make hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in extortion and ransom payments every year.
Basically, these guys are kidnappers.
They are, absolutely. They are data nappers, I guess, right?
Brian Barnhart is a Florida-based digital forensic investigator.
Essentially, it means that they're holding your data hostage for some sort of payment. We've taken your data. You no longer have access to the data. Unless you pay us, we're not going to give you access to your data.
In May 2020, the cybercrime group Lockbit shut down Rio Arriba County and demanded a $185,000 ransom, which was paid. In January 2020, hackers locked San Miguel County out of its computers and backup system. The county paid the $250,000 ransom. Last year, after a criminal ransomware attack, New Mexico Tech in Socorro gave in to the cyber gang's extortion demands and quietly paid a $76,000 ransom. University officials kept the covert transaction under wraps. After cyber thieves hacked into the Truth or Consequences school district and held sensitive records hostage, the gang was paid a $42,000 ransom. Since 2019, 9 New Mexico school districts have been victims of foreign-based ransomware gangs.
The bad guys are after one thing and one thing only, and that is money.
New York journalist Mark Kierlaber conducted a year-long investigation into cyber attacks on K-12 schools.
A threat actor will break into a school district's computer network and download as much data as they can, and they then drop a file on the server of the school district saying, hey, we've downloaded a bunch of your sensitive information. You have 7 days to pay us, or all of that information is going to be leaked on the internet.
In 2023, a cyber gang hacked into New Mexico's insurance department and planted ransomware on the agency's computer network. Alice Kane is superintendent of insurance.
We were shut down for a week. Totally. I had to send people home because we couldn't use our computers. We couldn't use our laptops. The phone system didn't work.
How do you run a big state office like this without computers?
You don't.
While the insurance office did not pay a ransom, it cost more than $2 million to recover from the attack. The State Regulation and Licensing Department was a cybercrime victim in 2022. Sensitive, stolen documents were offered for sale on a dark web site called the Russian Market. Even though RLD did not pay a ransom, the agency was crippled for months. The cyber hack cost taxpayers more than $4 million in investigative and recovery fees. And then there's the University of New Mexico, which has been a repeated target for cyber gangs. However, cybercrime is not something UNM likes to talk about. Following a public records request, UNM released hundreds of pages relating to cybercrime incidents, but redacted the details. In 2020, data thieves targeted UNM's law school with a crippling cyber attack. The gang encrypted law school servers, email, and backup files. UNM secretly authorized its insurance company to pay the data nappers a ransom. The covert payment was kept under wraps, and UNM will not disclose the amount. Special Agent Jeff Moon heads up the FBI's Cyber Squad.
The FBI makes the recommendation to not pay the ransom. It definitely does not guarantee that you will recover your files or have them usable again. And it also facilitates the use of more ransomware.
In 2021, UNM was struck with the largest healthcare data breach in New Mexico history. A cyber gang hacked into the University Hospital computer network and gained access to sensitive information belonging to more than 600,000 patients. UNM says it did not pay a ransom. Cybercrime comes with a hefty price tag. Expenses for forensic investigators, system restoration, and $300 an hour attorneys is staggering. And when the victim is a government agency, taxpayers pick up the tab. Our investigation documented 28 ransomware attacks on New Mexico government offices. What agency in state government tracks expenditures related to ransomware attacks?
Nobody. Nobody is tracking anything on cyber attacks.
State Senator George Munoz chairs the Senate Finance Committee. Is it fair to say that ransomware attacks in recent years have cost New Mexico tens of millions of dollars and nobody knows the exact dollar amount?
Nobody knows. And it could be pushing $30 to $50 million, and we don't even know.
Cybercrime is a federal offense. However, none of the criminal attacks on New Mexico government agencies have resulted in arrests.
When we have cyber firewalls, we have other cybersecurity measures. I really thought that, we're protected.
In your wildest dreams, did you ever expect this would happen?
No.
Larry Barker, KRQE, News 13.